How are we doing? I just can't get over the fact that I've got a tripod. I do look like I should be in Bohemian Rhapsody though, with my lovely kitchen lights. So apologies for the drama. Okay, so we're going to do something really different tonight. I have been wanting to share some of my remedies and holistic things that I have been working on, and this is one of them. So I suffered with really bad arthritis in my hands for years, and it mainly came in my pinch. I was losing all my strength around my pinch, and my thumb was constantly dislocating, and I had it just lost all power. My grip was failing massively, and I was constantly getting a hard lump up in my forearm, where a lot of the build up of the, how can I say it, like a blockage, it was sort of manifesting there in my forearm, and I started, especially in the winter when my hands were getting really cold, I found that I couldn't open my hand fully and my fingers would start locking. I thought that I would have to give up sewing a couple of years back, and I was planning pretty much to sell my machines and close my sewing business because my hands were that bad, and now they are completely fine. My thumbs work and it's all good, and I literally have not had to do this procedure again. I'm just doing it just to show you what I originally did. Depending on how bad your arthritis is, depending on how bad your hands are, I wouldn't be able to say, this is a bit of a disclaimer I suppose, I wouldn't be able to say how many of this procedure that you need. And also when I start talking about what I actually did, it depends how well you get your brain engaged into what we're going to do also. But let me just pull my sleeves up so I can get to work. So you want to, if you're having pain, if you're suffering with arthritis in your hands, then you need to have just above your elbow clear and free to massage. And there's two products that I used, and the first one I picked mainly because I literally could not afford the real deal. So I happened to have this in my drawer, which I was bought as a present, and I don't think that even the company knows how great this product is. It is their bestseller, but I don't think they're aware of how powerful it could be. So I hope this is a nice surprise to them also. But so the first product that I used is the Body Shop hemp hand cream, and pretty obvious the reason why I picked this is because of the hemp. Now the hemp has a very relaxing property to it as well. Obviously most people out there know what it's like to smoke a joint and what happens to your body. Well, it's pretty much the same to your muscles and to your skin and all the rest of it, hence why this is such a good hand cream. From what I can work out and from what I can research and from asking the peeps at the Body Shop, this is a completely natural product. I'm hoping that no one has been fibbing. And yes, So basically I use this as a what do I want to call it? A substitute for CBD oil, which I really would have liked to have bought, but I couldn't afford it at the time. So I started using this, and you don't actually need a lot because it goes quite far, but I shall show you what I also teamed it with. So this is eucalyptus oil, and I like this brand, Mi Aroma. I always buy their products. I like the fact they're in a glass jar, and yes, I do essential oils are my thing, and this is amazing. Eucalyptus is fantastic, and what eucalyptus does is basically it gets your red blood cells. I have this picture of them opening up like little flowers. It's amazing for chest as a chest rub, and it's because it penetrates and gets the blood flowing. It penetrates through layers of tissue and skin and bone and all the rest of it. So if it can do that to your rib cage, imagine what it's going to do to your hands. So and before I start, so while you're doing this procedure, I would like you to put on some frequency music, and you can find this on YouTube. There's so many options for this, but you want to pick one that says that is for letting go, and you can pick anyone. There's like letting go of mental blocks, letting go of anger and frustration, letting go of toxic behaviors, all this kind of stuff. So we're just going to pick letting go of resentment.
Want to take your business online? Find the perfect web address for your brand from just 99p and start growing your online presence with the UK's
Have a nice
number one
advert.
domain provider, 123reg. The simplest way to succeed online.
Right, okay, I hope that's not too loud. So the whole time you're doing this procedure, you want to be quiet, and you want to have your frequency on as loud as what you can. Obviously I've got mine turned down a little bit so that you can actually hear me speak, but you want it quite loud. So you need to get your hand cream, and I used that much, and then you want a chug. You want quite a bit, and then you want to rub it into a bit of a paste into your hands, so it's a big gooey mess. And then when you start massaging and moving your concoction over your hands, wrists and up into your forearms, you want to think very consciously, I'm letting go, I'm letting go, I'm letting go, I'm letting go. And you need to say it, think it, mean it, put all your intention into it. And then you want to move the concoction all over your hands and rub it in. Now, I had my arthritis really badly in my thumb, so I spent a lot of time taking it into every single joint, and I did a lot of this, getting some heat, friction, trying to get up some heat so that it would penetrate. And I also took it up into my wrists, did a lot of turning and did work, because to grip, your forearm takes part of your grip as well. You can, when you move in your hand, you can feel that your forearm's moving as well. So you need to get the concoction right into all the movement, and you can practice this by just moving your hands and seeing whereabouts in your body it moves. Like, you get a lot there. Take it all the way down to your elbow. Try and get as much heat and friction into into the movement as possible, if you can see what I'm doing. Do a lot of twists in there, and then on your fingers, if you do this kind of motion, try and keep the heat going, rub it in as much as you can. You really want to go to town on all the knuckles and get into, if I can show you that, get into the, in between all your tendons and bones, and really push the concoction in between. Keep the heat going. Make sure all the time you're saying, I'm letting go, I'm letting go, I'm letting go, I'm letting go. Keep going. Get your muscles moving sideways as well as up and down. A lot of heat. Try and keep the heat going into and I did a lot of this kind of thing, rubbing every front, back, side. Really go to town on every single knuckle, in the middle, on the sides, everywhere. My arms are killing now. And then when I was trying to get the lump out in my forearms, I was kneading like this with my thumb, pushing the blood back into my body. You want the blockages to be dispersed into your body. Yeah. Keep rubbing. Your hands should feel boiling by now. Get into your joints. That's actually really sore in there, so I probably needed to do this again. Can you see? All in there, all on every single joint. Get everything working, moving. Do every single finger. Keep saying, I'm letting go, I'm letting go, I'm letting go, I'm letting go. So there's probably still enough oil on my hands and enough mixture to be able to keep going, but I'm not going to bore you and keep you on here because I'm showing you what I'm doing. Yeah, just keep going, keep moving it. Now I did mine twice, and my arthritis was literally gone. I did it once, and the difference was just so vast that I don't think I even waited a week, and I did it again because I was that excited, and I thought, oh my god, if I could get rid of it, I'll try it again. And then after that second time, as I said, I haven't had to do it again. And I've also been using it on my knees. I've always suffered really badly with my knees, and it's had a very similar effect. The ligaments that were pulling my kneecap off constantly, and D-lining, do you say it like that? Making my kneecap not sit right. Those problems have stopped and my knees are a lot more comfortable from doing this, and I'll show you that kind of massage as well. But yeah, so those two really simple products. I think the hemp at the Body Shop is on offer for £4 for this little tube, and you've seen how much I've used. And the eucalyptus oil, I think that's about 5 to 8, which realistically is ridiculously cheap. And I would just do it as many times as you need to. But I would, when I finished the massage, I would go to bed and let everything do its job. So I wasn't washing my hands or doing anything more with my hands. I would let my hands relax. I left the frequency on while I was falling asleep, and I would still think the releasing thoughts. From research that I've done, a lot of, well, our pains are and disease is disease. It's a manifestation of trauma, and our emotional and psychological issues that manifest within blockages within our body. And arthritis seems to me to be one of those blockages, and in a really deep intensive massage with the two products, I've managed to completely sort my arthritis out, and I wanted to show you one of many of my little holistic findings. Yeah, I hope it helps. If you see this and it works, please comment down below. Please get in touch. I would love to know that it's helped you. And to the Body Shop, I don't think you really understand the power of this little bad boy. I hope it helps. Take care.